try to get used to this going live thing, and I want to say every time I hop on here, it knocks me off or something happens. Second ago, I go live. I'm trying to be super serious. Somebody drives right behind me and starts talking to me while I'm going live, and the internet's cut down at the same time. So I need to drop this message before I forget. All right. So, oh, actually, before I drop this message, always support businesses. Always support local businesses. No matter where you are in the world, support your local business. This is a local business in Philadelphia. What is it? Down North Pizza. Make sure wherever you go, if you're eating out, if you're doing stuff, make sure you are supporting businesses because they are striving to do something different and to do something better. That's all. That's what I do mostly. I try my best to eat and do things with local businesses. So let's drop this message. Be the strong one. Be the strong one. On the way to the store over here, I'm going to pick up some coffee because I drank my morning coffee and I forgot to get it when I went grocery shopping yesterday. So on the way over here, I'm thinking every time I started to change my life and transform my life to become a different person, better person in some way, shape, or form, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, some way, somehow, I was always projecting out to other people like, hey, you can do better, you can do more. This is what I'm doing. And I realized how backwards that is because you cannot make somebody do something. And not that I was making them do anything, but people, when they see progression, when they see action, they see things that they can't do themselves, they get attracted to it. So I was attracting people to me by what I was always doing. And you're going to be doing the same thing, depending on where you are on your journey, how big your business is growing, how you are reflecting out into the world. You are going to attract people to you. The problem with that is you're going to attract either good people or bad people. And usually when you are starting and you're building your business, you're building something, you are attracting bad people or you are attracting people who see the picture, your picture that you are doing, and they can't do it themselves. So they're going to try to bring that down, or they're going to try to put what they are onto you in a bad way. And what I mean by that is if they're going through something in their life and they see you moving, they're going to try to tear you down. That's when you start to see that crab in the barrel mentality. Or they're going to put off what is going on inside of them onto you. And you can't do that. Those type of people are called time leeches, and they're just called leeches in general, where you are progressing in your life. You are doing big things for yourself, and you get on the phone with somebody, and the conversation is not uplifting. The conversation is to bring you down. And let me say this. Sometimes the intention is not to bring you down. The intention is not to break you down, but that's where they are. You're progressing, you're moving, you're building your mind, your body, your spirit, your business, doesn't matter what it is, you're building that thing, and you get on the phone with this person and you have a $100,000 problem, you have a $1,000,000 problem. Like last year, I had a $200,000 problem in my business, one of my businesses, and I get on the phone with somebody that has a $500 problem. You want me to listen to your $500 problem, and I have a $200,000 problem. And that's what I mean by sometimes the intention is not there, where it's like I am not trying to intentionally bring you down, the person on the phone, but that's where they are. When you are progressing, especially when you are an entrepreneur, and I'm not talking about entrepreneur building this big business, but you are an entrepreneur, you're digging inside yourself because you want to create your own income, because you want to create your own reality, because you want to eventually leave generational wealth. You're doing different things. The mindset is different. And when we start to attract these people to us, we have to be very careful. I've done that for too long. Even to this day, I've done that for too long. Attracting the wrong people to me, and listen to this closely when I say this right now. Allowing the energy, allowing the people. When I decided to not accept people's actions, and when you get to the point in your life where you say, I don't like that person's actions, like I'm not going to accept that, like they did this thing before to me, or they did this thing to somebody else, Like, I'm not going to accept that. Like, you, this is so mind blowing. It was mind blowing for me when I said I cannot accept that person's actions anymore because I know exactly the outcome that's going to come from this person's actions. When I stopped accepting actions that did not serve me, my life changed forever because I was no longer okay with not having people in my life that did not build me up. So it's like every time we get on the phone, I'm helping that person. Every time we get on the phone, I'm assisting. I'm always pouring out. Like if you are always pouring out, then who is filling you up? That's where it starts to hurt. It starts to sink inside for a lot of people. And this is where I tell people like you really got to be strong when you are building yourself. I don't care where you are in your business. Like if you're running $1,000 business, $100,000 business, or $1,000,000 business, it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. All it is just is the zeros change. And I had to learn this stuff by myself. I had some mentors, but if you are running a multi-million-dollar business, you're running $100,000 business, then you've got to be a strong person. You've got to be the person that does not accept other people's behaviors. Why? Because if you are running a business at that magnitude, you're running a business at that level, then there's other people that depend on your actions. Be the person, if you can, be the person that is willing to be strong when no one is around. The beautiful thing right now that I'm seeing about me going live, and I'm starting to go live, and I'll make sure I go live every week, multiple times per week. Not only is it going to help me with just my message and being stronger when I'm teaching people these things, but it's going to allow me to reach the right people. So if this video has found you in some way, like going live, or you watch this afterwards, I want you to do something that most people don't do. I want you to leave a comment because this YouTube channel is very small. Right now, this YouTube channel is very small, and I'm going live and I see people hop on, I see people hop off, I see people hop on, I see people hop off. But I'm making this video, again, for mastery for myself and for one person. You're that one person. I want you to leave a comment. I'm strong. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be stronger. I'm not going to allow these things in my life to affect me. I'm not going to accept behaviors that don't serve me. You get one life. We get one life. And when this sinks down and you really truly understand this, when you die, what's going to happen? How many people are going to come to your funeral? What's going to happen a month after your funeral? What's going to happen 6 months after your funeral? Have you lived your entire life thinking about other people's perception on you? Have you lived your entire life thinking about what if I made this business deal? What if I did this thing? Are you going to live with regret and live with what other people think of you? Or are you going to be that one person, like that one person in 100? It's always one or two people in 100 in every industry that actually builds something. That's crazy. There's always one to two people in every industry that destroys and disrupts the industry. Why the rest of the 98% of the people don't do anything. But if you're watching this, understand there's power that is inside of you that will allow you to do big things. What's going on, sis? What's going on? It's good to see you. So if you are that one to two people, like right now, like my sister's on here right now, if you are that one to two people and you are in the industry, I want you to realize this. You have the power to disrupt that industry and to build the life that is worth standing by. I have been able to impact people around the world and build million-dollar businesses, not billion-dollar businesses selling people stuff online. I'm talking about million-dollar businesses around the world. If you're watching this right now, understand there's power inside of you, but you got to be strong. because there's 1 to 2% of people out of 100 that actually follows their goals. There's 1 to 2 people out of 100 that writes a goal down and actually pursues the goal all the way through to the end. That means there is no competition in what you are doing. Looking outside of yourself to other people, looking outside of yourself, thinking about, hold on, this person is not going to accept me because I'm on this adventure. I call it adventures, like goals in life, I say adventure. So when you are on the adventure of doing something in your life, when you are on the adventure of life and understanding that you get one life, there is no competition in what you are doing. So please, if you're watching this right now, write it down. I am that strong person. I am that number one. I am that 2% out of people that are actually going to write their goals down, follow it through, and I will not accept other people's behaviors. What are you saying down here? I just want to impact everyone in the event. Damn, I never knew that. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that I have not posted online. You know why, sis? Because there's a lot of fake people in the industry of speaking. There's a lot of fake people online. They make their money by selling other people's stuff. Do I have a business where I coach other businesses? And yes, I absolutely do. But I have a business online, an actual business. But anyways, it's so crazy trying to read and talk at the same time. I don't know how people do it. Like I'm looking down and reading and then trying to get back to my thoughts. Um, Live is crazy. I gotta get used to this. I gotta get used to this. But you know what? I love you for hopping on right now because I'm talking and right when I was about to close it up and wrap it up, 2 people hopped on right now. And I don't care. It's funny because it's like I know. I'm trying not to. I gotta get used to it. I gotta get used to it. I gotta get used to reading and looking up at the same time. And me as a dyslexic, I'm trying to decipher what you're saying. But let me let me wrap this thing up real quick. Um, I freaking love it though. So accepting people's behaviors that does not serve you will lead to downfall. I'm so happy right now. Thank you for hopping on. All it takes is 1 or 2 people to change everything, change a mentality. I love you. Love everybody who hopped on. Love everybody who's going to watch the replay of this. I'm going to finish it with this. There's power in each and every one of us. What's up, bro? What's up, Gus? There's power in each and every one of us to change the trajectory of our lives. And if you are the person, the 1 to 2% of people, and it's funny because there's only 2 people on right now, and I keep talking about 2% of people. If you are the 1 to 2% of people that write your goals down and follow it all the way through, then your life is going to be changed. And it's funny because, Gus, I just texted you this. I'm about to be a father of two little boys. I'm a husband and I run 2 actual businesses, and I'm changing and reframing my whole entire life so I can continue impacting the world and impacting people everywhere. And it's a beautiful thing. Who you are has so much impact. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm out of here. Love you guys. I will text you back. Thank you for hopping on. I'm done. Because if I keep reading and trying to talk at the same time, it's gonna mess